Portfolio diversification with crowdfunding or cryptocurrency. In this video, I'd like to give you a little bit background on the different options that you have when either investing into crowdfunding or into cryptocurrency. And at the end of the video, I'll tell you as well in what of the options I am invested in. But first, a very big disclaimer. Those types of investments are very, very risky investments. And doesn't matter what option you choose, it's still very, very risky, and the potential that you lose your investments within that space is very high. So always be careful on what the allocation is of your portfolio into those type of investments. I, for example, do not invest more than 1% of my entire portfolio in either of those options. So big disclaimer, this video is really just for information, and if you are more interested in one of those investment types, do your research and have a look what would suit your situation best. But getting right into it and starting with crowdfunding. What are the different options available when it's about crowdfunding? And crowdfunding comes in different forms. One of the first models for crowdfunding is that you actually buy a product. You basically purchase a product before it even exists. So you buy a product, you give money to the company, they raise money to develop the product and then to actually do the production. In a lot of cases, the development probably has taken place. There is a prototype available, but the actual product in mass production has not yet taken place. And you basically buy the product and the promise that you will take that product. And so with that money, the company will start the production to actually offer the product. A second option for crowdfunding is when you just offer funds or support for the company, and you potentially get merchandising articles for that, or things like dinner with the CEO and some background information, or you can visit the production site, but you don't really get any proper value in this sense for your investments. It's really just if you like the idea about the company and you want to support the company in their journey and in developing a product or with the purpose, whatever that might be. And the third option is to actually invest into a company, to be one of the early investors in a company. They are called angel investors. And this way you actually get a stake in a company. You own a small part of that company, and you are somehow participating either in the growth of the company, or you get basically refunded for your investments in form of an interest that gets paid on the investment that you made. So once again, this is a really risky type of investment. So make sure you don't invest your entire portfolio just in a startup if you cannot afford to lose that money completely. Next up, crowdfunding. Let's talk about the different options available here. Starting with the most obvious, buying cryptocurrency. The idea is that you buy cryptocurrency from the currency that you have in your normal bank account, and you participate in the potential growth of that currency in the future. There are different cryptocurrencies available, and you can buy and sell those cryptocurrencies on an exchange. And the idea is that you buy a cryptocurrency, it hopefully will appreciate in value, and later on, at some point in the future, you will sell the cryptocurrency with profit. Another option to participate in cryptocurrency and the growth of that potential cryptocurrency market is to actually buy shares of companies that are operating in that space. There are a lot of companies available nowadays that operate in blockchain, which is a technology used for cryptocurrency, or in the cryptocurrency market directly. They either offer exchange services, so platform where you can buy and sell cryptocurrency, or they are somehow working within that blockchain space in a different form. There are a lot of companies in US that offer the services, but there are also companies in Australia and also Europe that offer that service and where you could potentially buy shares of that individual company. A third option is to buy an ETF or a fund that covers some of those companies. And yes, there are some available, not many, and certainly still very risky because they're obviously all operating in that one space. But then at least you would not bet on just one company or two companies that you buy, but you would buy a number that is included in that ETF or that fund. And the last option is, and that's also very new, there are some certificates available that rebuild a specific currency. And you can buy those on specific platforms, and some are offering a very easy service where you can exchange your money into this certificate, and you are this way participating in a cryptocurrency. So, do I invest in those high-risk investments? And if yes, what options? So, yes, I am investing in both cryptocurrency and I'm also participating in crowdfunding. And once again, I just use a very tiny portion of my portfolio to invest in those investments. So why am I investing in those types of investment? Well, I'm always interested to learn more about different ways of investing money, and I'm also super interested in technology. And I really love learning about new things that might be important in the future and that might shape the way we do things in the future. And blockchain and cryptocurrencies is certainly one of those. And I also believe that crowdfunding will be something that will be bigger in the future. We will have more companies that will raise money from people directly, and we will have more companies that will try to offer their product to people even before it's developed. So what is the option that I'm going for? And you might already be able to guess what I'm doing and what the options are that I'm going for. For crowdfunding, it is being an investor in those younger companies, being an angel investor. And yes, I just have small amounts of money that I invest into those companies. So I'm probably not the person that will be the first investor into a company, but as soon as a company is available on a crowdfunding platform and they actually try to attract smaller investors as well, I'm the one who has a look on what that company has to offer and if I'm interested into investing into that company. So there are different platforms out there, even here in Australia, and I'm happy to leave a link in the description. And one of the investments I made recently was an investment into a super fund. It's a small super fund that is focused on providing a very specific super fund for business owners. And they try to address the challenges that small business owners have here in Australia, and they want to make sure that they are set up for their future and for their retirement. So I might keep you updated on my crowdfunding journey as well and on the investment in this super fund. And for cryptocurrency, yes, I'm buying directly. I'm buying cryptocurrency directly. I'm buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and some other coins to be diversified. And how am I doing that? So I'm buying different currencies on different exchanges, and I do that on a regular basis. So always small amounts, but on a regular basis. And this way I am also not too worried about short-term fluctuations, but I believe that the cryptocurrency market will grow in the future and that some of the cryptocurrencies will actually be more worth in the future. So I'm slowly building a small portfolio in those different cryptocurrencies and trying to participate in the growth over the long term. I hope this video was interesting to you, certainly covered some other topics than usual. If you liked what you see, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to see future videos like that. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Until then, bye.